Welcome to Ordinary to Badass, episode number 385. This podcast is helping women lead louder in rooms that were not built for them.
Be confident, be bold, be authentic, but don't forget to take action. This is Ordinary to Badass, where our stories empower women to step into the spotlight of their own lives and pursue what they're truly passionate about. It's time to step into the arena and become more than just extraordinary. It's time to become a badass with your host, Marie Sonneman.
Welcome to this week's Badass Debrief, the follow-up where we don't just talk leadership, we live it. If you caught episode 384 with Andy Vargo, then you already know. This one was for every woman who's ever thought, I can't lead yet. I'm still figuring it out. Guess what? That messy middle, that's the launch pad. So this week we're throwing out the idea that you need to be polished, perfect, or fearless to be seen as a leader. So let's dive in. So one of my favorite takeaways from talking to Andy is you don't rise by erasing your awkward, you rise by owning it. And that hits me hard because I don't know about you, but it's so easy to try to hide anything about yourself that's awkward. It's like, I don't want people to see that, right? But that's what connects you to people. That's what also helps you feel more rooted to who you are because you don't feel like you're a fake or you don't feel like you have to try to fit in. How often do we hide the parts of us that feel too real, too quirky, too unsure? When actually, that's the part that people connect with most. I'll be honest with you. There have been times where I felt like I had to put on a version of myself to be taken seriously, especially in leadership rooms where I was the only woman. I think, okay, straighten up, don't fumble, don't say sound like you know everything. And what happened? I left the room feeling less like a leader, not more like one. Whenever you try to be somebody else's version of a leader, it doesn't make you feel better about yourself. It makes you feel further away from yourself. And what Andy reminded me, and what I hope you remember, is that being human is what builds trust. Perfection repels, relatability is what connects. Okay, the mic drop takeaway. You don't have to pretend you're fearless to be respected. You don't need to fake it. You just need to show up exactly as you are. Own your awkward. And actually, when you own your awkward, that makes you even more badass. It's not about confidence first, leadership second. It's about leading while your hands are still shaking, while your voice trembles, while you're wondering if they're gonna take you seriously. Because they will. Not in spite of your awkwardness, but because of how damn real you are. It's relatable. That's a big thing with leadership, just being relatable, being yourself. I think this is especially true for women in predominantly male industries. If you're trying to lead like them, you'll miss the magic of what it means to lead like you. Andy said something that stuck with me. We're not meant to be on all the time. And sis, thank goodness. That's the introvert in me. Doesn't like to be on all the time. You get to lead tired, awkward, unsure, and still be powerful AF. So now I want you to reframe it. What you thought made you unqualified is actually the reason you resonate with others. The awkward moment you want to edit out, that's what made someone else say, yeah, she gets it. I got a power line for you this week. Say this out loud. I don't need to hide my awkward. I need to own it. Because awkward doesn't mean off track. It means that you're growing. Okay, this week's challenge. I want you to catch yourself just once this week trying to edit yourself. Whether it's in a Zoom meeting or in a casual conversation where you start to shrink. Instead of overthinking it, I want you to own it. Say the thing, stumble through it if you have to. Be the person who leads out loud. And if that moment hits, write it down in your badass brag file or in your proof of your badassery guided journal, which you can find on Amazon. Do it, awkward and all. The win is actually doing it, is stumbling through it. It doesn't matter how it turns out. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. You can brag on yourself. You can be happy with yourself, proud of yourself for doing the thing. Do it messy, show up, do it awkward. That's the win. So, a mindset shift for you to consider this week. Leadership isn't all about controlling how other people see you. It's about getting comfortable being seen. I'm gonna say that again. Leadership isn't about controlling how others see you. It's about getting comfortable being seen, even when you're still figuring it all out, especially then. Okay, if this episode felt like a deep exhale for your inner leader, I want you to grab my free Breaking Barriers guide, ordinarytobadass.com/barriers. This guide is packed with real stories and tactical strategies for women thriving in predominantly male industries. No fluff, just what actually works. Inside, you'll get confidence building moves you can use today, even when you're doubting yourself, and scripts for speaking up, negotiating, and asking for more. And you'll also get advice from women who've been where you are, and they've earned the respect, the salary, and the seat at the table. ordinarytobadass.com/barriers, or head on over to Instagram, DM me at ordinarytobadass, and just type in the word barriers, and I'll just send it to you. You don't need to wait to lead, but you can lead faster if you have tools to help you get there. So grab the guide today. Share this episode with a woman who's done trying to be someone else's version of professional. Let's stop performing and start owning. Until next time, keep showing up, keep leading awkward, and never apologize for the power that comes with being real. You're not too much, you're just getting started. With that, we'll end our show. To all the badass women out there staying in the arena, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, own it and get after it.
Now that you've listened to this episode of Ordinary to Badass, we want to hear from you. Go to our website, ordinarytobadass.com/podcast, and submit your own experience on how you took your life from ordinary to badass and get the chance to be on a future spotlight episode of the show. That's ordinarytobadass.com/podcast. While you're waiting for the next episode of the show, wipe off the sweat, dust off the dirt, and get back in the arena.